Good afternoon YouTube, and welcome back to 33s and 45s right here on Noticeable for Mum. And yep, this is part 2 of my charity stroke car boot sale vinyl haul. So we're going to crack straight on with it with some unusual bits and pieces. We got these, and these are in fact 78s. I don't know the year of them, I'm afraid, but it was Mario Lanza, I believe his name was, on the His Master's Voice record label, or better known to you guys as HMV, because yeah, that's who they were. So not bad. As I say, I know nothing about this artist or what the records were like. I believe he was one of these crooners, you know, like the old Dean Martin or stuff like that. That's about all I do know. And you're saying, well, if you don't know anything about them, and there's 78, so you're not that bothered, why the hell did you get them for? They was free. Yep. The guy that had the store was basically saying, I finished for the day, anything I've got left, you want it, take it. So that was all the vinyls that were left. I thought, why not? Nothing ventured, nothing gained, and all that lot. This one unfortunately is broken. It's got a nice big split all the way down it, but hey ho, never mind. It is what it is. Right in there. And there was another one of these that's broken, but this one appears to be alright. There we go. As I say, not my sort of thing that I'd have paid for, but for freebies, and it's 78s, and 78s are getting a bit scarce now because they break so easily. They really do. You know, you can drop it on the floor and it'll shatter, whereas some of the other ones might be a little bit more resilient. Right, well, I can't find the mark that was in one of the other ones, but anyway, suffice to say, you might have seen it already, but suffice to say, it did have a chip out of this area, so I won't be able to play that one either. But effectively 2 free records which may or may not work, don't know because I haven't played them yet, but hey ho, doesn't matter. The next 3 I got, I believe, were averaging £2 a record, and the bloke gave me 3 for a £5. And this is the best one of the lot. Look at that, look at that. It's Boney M. Hooray, hooray, it's a holiday. With ribbons of blue on the back. And it didn't come in a standard sleeve. It came just as is. There's a little bit of a split inside of the plastic casing, but that can probably be easily enough replaced because it's pretty generic, so it doesn't really matter. A card as opposed to a actual card that you put the record into, and there's a disc itself. Very, very nice. For the price, it's amazing, right? Again, these are all about worth about what I paid for them, but for, you know, the money, a picture disc, clear vinyl, brilliant, brilliant. Now, this next one is part of those 3. Jimmy Barnes, I'm looking at you, son. I think you've already got this, but it is Crackers International, and it's amazing actually how many people that have got this, because I've seen another couple of people unveiling this one. Either they had it in their collection originally or they've just brought it. It is a 4-track mini album, EP, call it what you will, and it's got, where are we? Stop. The hardest part, knocking on your door and we won't be home. It is Christmas related, as the title might suggest. And on the back, in various languages, it's got Happy Christmas written, which is a nice little touch. So let's dig it out. Does come in a paper sleeve, which is always nice. Although somebody told me that these actually eat away into the records, so really you should replace them with something else if you can. But there we are. All looks in good nick to me. I should give it a play later and find out for certain, obviously. So, quick slide that back inside. Ooh, our matron. There we are, that's that one. And on to the next. And I love this song, this is a really cool song. It's Soul Asylum with Runaway Train. Brilliant tune, brilliant tune. There's the back. I say all these are a little bit tatty, but you know, for what you've paid for them, how can you really complain? I don't think you can. You know, a bit of TLC and you can buff out the worst of it. And, you know, in some regards, you're saying that. It's an old record, it's been used. Yeah, it's not scruffy, it's just a, well, yeah, well used. So, what have we got on here? It's Runaway Train, By the Way, Black Gold Live, and Never Ever Been, which is also a live track. So, I don't really know those, but that's going to be interesting to listen to. Let's dig the record out. There we are on the Columbia label. Spin them around for you. Very nice. And this one's actually worth, in mint condition, about £13 to £14, which I was surprised at. I love it. I'm not getting rid of it. Yes, very nice. The next one, Meatloaf. And some of you may remember that I had Bower Hell for quite cheap, and this was cheap as chips as well. I don't think any of these records I got were over £2, because that's deliberately what I was going for. I could have got some really, really good albums, because the guy that sold me those 3 for a £5 was doing Prince, I think he had ABC, Lexon of Love, I think he had Celeb Zeppelin, and all of them were going at half price. But I only had a tenner on me, I didn't really want to spend any more than that, so I said, thank you, but you're going to tempt me if I look at that lot, and I'm going to be spending hundreds of pounds, can't afford it. So I'll just look at your £2 box, and he said, fair enough. Right, but anyway, back to this one. Yeah, so Dead Ringer, with the famous track with Cher on it, which is the main reason I got it. I don't really know the other songs, but we got the insert. I love having inserts. It's so nice. All the lyrics and everything on there, in good condition as well. You know, if you can get it with the insert, obviously, unless you're really studying for the records at the time, you don't know that it's in there. But brilliant, absolutely brilliant. There we go. On Cleveland International by Epic. So that should make it a little bit easier to find that one. As I say, they do seem to do different records, different pressings. I think I mentioned it in the other video. And it is weird, but I suppose supply and demand, all the rest of it. Rather than shipping it, they just send off the master tapes or whatever and say, right, there it is, do us 100,000 copies or whatever it happens to be. Boom, there you go. Next one. It is Just Buggin, right, by Whistle. And I do kind of vaguely remember the song. I know I liked it, I just can't remember how it goes. So that's that one. There's the back. We got Just Buggin, Buggin Much Hard, and Just Buggin Radio Beats. So So I would imagine that this would be good for remixing. A lot of sort of dance and hip hop bands and all that used to do that. They'd put like beats and stuff on there. So you just take it, you mix it into your own stuff. Very good idea. There we are. And this next one, I can't remember if I got this from a charity shop or the Carboot. In fact, I think it was Grandad's Front Room in Bognor, if I remember rightly, and that was £1. And I've never had this, and I love Jesus Jones, who were featured on it as the main track. It is the Food Christmas EP from 1989. There we go. Very, very nice. For £1, I'm absolutely amazed it was selling that cheap. The tracks are... where are we? Jesus Jones, I Don't Want That Kind of Love on side 1, and side 2 they have Crazy Head, like Princes do, and then Diesel Park West with Info Freako, which is actually a Jesus Jones song that they've done a cover of. All done by Mr. Mike Edwards, the lead singer and writer, producer, whatever you want to call him, of the band. There we go, for £1, that's absolutely cracking. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm definitely keeping that one. I'll probably keep most of these that I've revealed to you. It's not very often that I buy a record just for moving on, shall we say, to other people. But it's have a listen. If I like it, great. If I don't, okay. But a lot of it's because it means something to me, either from memories it brings back, or it's just interesting. It's just an interesting record. Yeah. So, with that in mind, we got Wanted by Yaz. Now, I do have this on CD. I still quite like this album. It is what it is. It's 80s dance stuff. But Yaz was a lot of fun. You know, she was a good singer, and yeah, I liked her. There we are. There's all the records on the track titles on the back. There we are. Similar to what was in the CD sleeve, but you know, I think it's just nice to have it on vinyl. And again, this was what, £1.50, £2, something like that. Very, very nice. Hopefully it plays well. And if it doesn't, well, it's only a few quid, so it doesn't matter so much. This one, you're going to laugh at this, because I've seen it about, and I thought, do I or don't I? Is it worth it? I can't stand the film, I hate the songs, I hate the music, right? Everything you could possibly hate about it, I hate. But the record itself, well, there you go. The Sound of Music. Miss Julie Andrews. There she is. I think there's been a little bit of repair work done there because there's a bit of tape down the side, but it's not really that noticeable and it makes it look nice. But what really intrigued me about this, and I didn't know at the time, was it comes with a really nice book. And this is you know, this is great. There we go. And it looks to be all about the excuse me, I've got a terrible frog in my throat. All about the film and sort of the process that went into making up the tunes and all the rest of it. So that is that, and the record inside, again, a paper sleeve, but what I like about this is they've got all the information on care and looking after the record, keeping it in good condition. And whoever had this before me obviously did just that and followed the instructions to the letter, because that's very, very good nick. I can't stand the bloody film, it's annoying as piss. But yeah, got little flipping brats singing and dancing and prattling around, and you know, it's like everything they couldn't fit into Mary Poppins they put in here, and they said, oh, we'll call that a song, and it's just annoying. Such twee, trivial, boring, crappy shite. But for a cheap album, hey ho. Okay, we're on to the last one. Now, this is really disappointing. Billy Joel, Innocent Man, except, whilst it looks really, really nice, and it does, whilst it looks really, really nice, we even went and we checked the record to make sure it was in good nick, and I do that with anything I buy from these sort of places. It's generally checked, apart from those 78s, but that was simply because they were free and I just grabbed them. But yeah, you'll see why in a minute that I'm a little bit disappointed with this. Nice sleeve, needs a bit of an iron out with Mr. Joel's other records that he's done, which is nice. But then you get to the record itself, and I say we checked it over, except for one little thing that makes all the world of a difference. Can you guess what it is? Can you see the mistake we've made? Yes, it's not the frickin' record that's supposed to be in there. It's some shit called the Boys Town Gang with disco kicks and Can't Take My Eyes Off You. It might actually be a good record, but it's not what was supposed to be in there. Majorly annoying, because I thought I'd found an absolute bargain. But as I've said before with some of the other stuff, I've got the cover's in good nick, so now I can go out, I can look for that in a paper sleeve, yeah, and as long as it's in good nick, I can whack it in there. Can't say further than that. Anyway, that is it. Sorry it's been a long ass video, but you know me with these, I get involved in it quite heavily. So I'm going to shut up now and leave you in peace. But I will do the last little usual bit that I always do on these things. Thumbs up, thumbs down if you want. Leave some comments below, get your interactive. Hate that bloody word, but leave some comments, let me know what you think of these. I think I did pretty well. Over the course of these two videos that I've done, I spent about 17 quid on the records and got 17 records. What can you say? I think that's pretty darn good. And I don't think that's including the 75s. So I'm pretty happy. Yeah, ring the old bell, ding ding ding. Get notified of my future releases. And above all else, subscribe. Competition's still going on. Links below. I've bored you to death with the details of that, so just go do it. And until the next video, thanks so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with the channel. And please go tell all your friends, loved ones, and even your budgie. Thank you. And catch you next time. Bye bye.